Hi, my name's Tom. I'm here to show off my brand new magnifying desk lamp. As you can see, this thing does have a light built into it. It's kind of a two-in-one lamp, and you'll see how the whole thing works. I normally install it over here behind my coffee mug, but I've installed it here in front just to kind of show you all the cool features of it so you can easily see them. I was sent this in exchange for an honest review. I've always wanted one of these things, and I have to admit, I am thoroughly impressed, blown away by this thing. Let me kind of start from the bottom and kind of work my way up, and I'll show you all the cool features. First things first, I want to show you the bracket here. This is a nice, very, very big bracket. I love this. You can actually fit it. I'm going to unscrew it here, kind of take it off. This is a metal bracket here, and it does install kind of vertically like this. You can also go ahead. There are holes at the top, so you can also install it sideways if you want. So you have two different ways of installing it. I like this because it's nice and big. See how my desk has this kind of this, I couldn't put it on the edge here, but this desk has a great big lip here. This bracket actually fits on that lip. It's really pretty nice. And it's surprising because a lot of times you can't do that with a desk like this with a thin lip. But this works very, very well. I want you to also see that the light will actually come out of the jack just like that. Independent, the cord goes into the actual back of the lamp, but it slides in here and you have 360 degrees of rotation, so you can slide it around wherever you need to. The actual plug itself, I'm going to show you this. It's a USB plug right there, but it also comes with a power block. I'm going to turn it back on. There we go. So the power block comes with it, and that's also a very nice feature. So here's where the two-in-one comes in. It does have a magnifier on it. We'll talk about that. That is really great. It's a very good, strong magnifier. But it also has a whole light system here. You have a power button that turns it on and off. That makes sense. Just turn it back on. You have a mode button, and what that mode button does, I don't know if you can see it. You can see a little bit in the video. It changes the temperature of the light from cool to warm to kind of in the middle. And you've got about 5 or 6 different settings there. That's very warm. That's a cool mix here. That's kind of a middle mix. That's cool. And then that's very cool. So I usually go warm and then 1, 2, just like that. Nice thing is whatever mode you keep it in is what it will come back to. So if I turn it off and then I turn it back on, it'll come back to the mode that I had it set. You also obviously have a plus and a minus. That is for brightness, and I think right now it's almost at the brightest, but you can dim this thing down. If you decide, oh, that's just too bright, you have something like 5 or 6 levels of brightness as well. So you can change the brightness as well as the temperature, and you can get exactly the lighting that you need for your situation. It does swing on a standard arm. Again, it swings on that pivot, but you actually have 2 pivot points. You have a pivot point right here and a pivot point for the head, and each of these is about 13 inches long, so you can loosen them up and you can really kind of bend it all over the place. There are springs to kind of hold it in place. You can see it works like a standard desk lamp, but it works very well, actually. It's not cheap. It is a high quality piece of lighting. Is all metal. This is not plastic. This is all metal in here. These springs are metal. Everything is nice. The head itself, you can loosen up. The head itself actually spins all the way around like that. So you can kind of do it whenever you want. You can go up, you can go down, you can hold it down like that. You can kind of look at things like this. You can see it's got a lot of different motion to it. It really is a very, very nice magnifying lamp. It does come with a standard instruction manual, just kind of explains how it works, pretty straightforward. There is another option of this that comes with a base, but I have the one that actually fits on the desk. I like that a little better. Let me go ahead and show you how well the magnifier works. Now, it's got 2 magnifications. It's got a big one, which is 5, and it's got a smaller one, which is 10 times magnification. I'm going to kind of see if I can get my focus here. Okay, so here I have kind of a neat little Epcot emblem, little metal plate. I'm going to put it in here. And you can see, depending upon how I look, it really does kind of magnify it. I can do the same thing with the instructions. So here is the instructions up close. If I pull them back, you can see they're much smaller. If I pull them under, 5 times magnification. And because I have that light, it's much easier to read. And then a 10 times magnification. Let's see if I can get it with the phone here. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get the actual focus with the phone. There we go. There's 10 times magnification with the phone. It's a little hard to get the camera lens just on it, but you can see how much bigger it is. So there's 5 and then there's 10. It just makes everything bigger. Here's the 10x view. You can really see the detail. Look at that. Very cool. So I've had this thing for about a week now, and I've already used it 3 or 4 times. First of all, the magnification is great. It's wonderful for looking at crafts or drawing or doing electronic work or fixing toys. I had to use tweezers with one thing and fix toys. The other thing I've used this for, embarrassingly, is getting a splinter out of my hand. This is the sort of thing where you need light and you need a magnifier, and you don't want you don't want to have to hold the magnifying glass yourself, but I was able to pull a splinter out of my hand. It was amazing. The splinter one didn't feel great, but it was really nice to be able to just look in here, see exactly what I need, nice 5 times magnification, pull it out with tweezers, no problem at all. This thing is a lifesaver. It's 2-in-1 because besides just being a magnifier, it's a great desk lamp. Look at this. My entire desk is lit up with this thing right now. I can angle it however I want. I usually angle it a little bit that way so that I don't have the glare of the ring in my eyes. But now I have my entire desk is lit up. It just really works as a great desk lamp. And again, the fact that you can brighten it or dim it. Sometimes when I'm doing computer work, I will actually dim it a little bit just so I can the monitor is a little brighter for me. It's a wonderful desk accessory. And if you do any kind of work at a desk, I would highly recommend this.